we on live? Okay,
we on live.
There we go.
Yeah.
No, we didn't want to just jump right on in like we normally do with our promotion. We wanted to let everybody know that you have to stay to the end of the show to see our big announcement. Of course, if you're watching this later, you'll already know what the announcement is, I'm sure. But we got a really big announcement coming at the end of the show and lots of great things happening. Are you excited about it, Rebrandis?
Oh, we're excited.
Are you as excited about it as I am?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. It depends on your excitement level.
Well, I tell y'all what, get ready to push that share button because we're about to start the show.
Sometimes you got to go look at yourself and go, I'm ready to relinquish this.
I'm one of them people, hey, you got to give a man a day in court.
The underlining of all of it is authenticity, right?
She's making them money, so they gonna put the camera on her because she's paid.
I think the prize is the other person. We have not integrated in the United States and start buying some of the things that we have to offer. Then we will see a difference in how we act as Black people. Oh, yeah. The hype is on, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching another week of Rebranders. My name is Anthony Goodson. I'm your host, along with all these other beautiful and good-looking co-hosts. To my, I don't know, right, left, whatever.
Come on now.
Is Yashika. Oh, good morning.
Yeah.
Yashika, how you doing today?
Speaking of good looking.
Aha.
I'm good. Thank you. How are you?
Well, one might be worse than the other. Let me go to the next one. Ace, what's happening?
What's happening, world? How you doing? Hey, North Carolina, I see y'all in the comments. I like that. Y'all keep it up.
Right on. Y'all look at the bottom of the screen. It says, do not forget to share. Go to YouTube and share. Hey, Zach, you're looking good. 3 weeks in a row in that shirt, man.
Say, listen, I done washed it 2 or 3 times. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? And I'm still good. I mean, the person who owes me another shirt, I don't know what's happening to him. I saw him today.
Him? Oh.
Yeah. Okay. That frees us.
Yeah.
And last but not least, the individual you can catch on her very own podcast. We'll talk more about that. Helen, all the way from California. How you doing?
Hey, y'all, hold on. Now, listen, don't beat me up. So 2 things. I'm on the floor because I left my laptop charger and I'm using my headphone charger and my sign is saying it's not charging. So I'm going to just say if I accidentally drop off, I was not prepared and I totally forgot. So it's my bad. But I'm trying. I got the headphone charger.
Work in progress.
Yeah.
I'm a work in progress.
You're going to have to catch on her podcast because she ain't going to be logged on to this one.
Hey, Helen, you better be glad we're not James Brown. We'll be finding you all kind of money.
Listen, hello.
Well, hey, y'all, we got a great show tonight. I mean, we're talking about a whole lot of stuff. Some of the stuff you'll see videos and clips from, other things you won't, like, for example, Boy Scouts of America trying to take away the word boy. Not going to have a clip about it, but we're certainly going to talk about it. It's very interesting stuff going on. By the way, thank you to all the fans who sends us all of the safe space stuff, as well as videos about, you know, individuals on this show. You get to know what we're talking about a little bit later. But thank you to everybody who's watching the show. Please do not forget to hit that share button. It's at the bottom of your screen on YouTube, but we also encourage you to go to YouTube and Facebook and all these other places. Deborah Collette says, good evening, everyone. Hey.
Good evening.
I think she has a shirt, too. Now she's representing Rebranders.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
As she
Let's
should.
go ahead and jump in the show. Boy Scouts of America. All right. So the Boy Scouts of America decide they want to be more inclusive. And what they're going to start doing is they're going to start taking away the word boy. And they're going to now just make it Scouts of America, I guess. And so now it makes everybody feel comfortable. I want to know what y'all think about that. Because let me go ahead and say, they already have the Girl Scouts. So there's no reason to make anybody else more inclusive. Or is there? We'll talk more about that as y'all go on. Let's go to the comments before you guys jump in. What's up, Dietrich? How you doing?
Hey, what's going on with you now?
How do you get a shirt? Just $20. Is it $20, Yashika? 15?
Uh-huh.
Something like that. We'll get you a shirt.
On sale.
Yeah. We got a raffle. We can do a raffle coming up.
We can do a raffle. And every shirt comes with a bottle of wine. What's up, Kim? Thanks
Yeah,
for
we-
that.
Yeah.
They're also a member of Rebranders. All right, so Boy Scouts of America, they say they're going to drop the word boy, and it's now going to be Scouts of America. Zach, let's start with you. How does that make you feel?
I'm with you the way you started off. So is it going to be all of them, the boys and the girls together? Or is it still going to be Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, two separate Americas?
I think we have it's the Boy Scouts by themselves. However, now we're looking at something different. Apparently, what we're looking at now is for the kids who are under 14, 15 years old, and they decide they are boys, but they don't want to be boys, but they, for whatever reason, can't be a Girl Scout, which means, now they have to be included. So they're just scouts. They're not boys. They're trans. They're whatever the case may be. So, I mean, where's the world going?
I saw something today, and I seen with Ace. Ace actually pointed it out. This is my first time ever seeing a bathroom that said all gender.
That's right. That bathroom did say all gender.
All
It
gender.
specifically said all gender. And
What
like
was there only
fine.
one bathroom?
There was only one bathroom.
See, there's two scouts.
That's dangerous.
And this all started back, Prince. He's not a woman, he's not a man, he's something that you'll never understand. So how does he fit into the Boy Scouts? You got to make it scout.
Hey,
So-
Mary Goodson, Deborah,
Hey,
Tony
listen.
Goodson.
Hey, y'all.
Stephanie Leach, girls are actually allowed in Boy Scouts now. Started a couple years ago. Wow, I didn't know that.
I didn't know it either.
You know what? This is the thing. I think we have.
But what's the difference, though? What's the difference? Why do
One was
girls
supposed to
want to
be
be in the Boy
girls.
Scouts and what's the
Well,
difference?
I think the girl, if the girls join the Boy Scouts, I know they have to complete certain stuff, but I think they actually, get like a stud badge or something like that.
I've never been in Girl Scouts, and I've never been in any type of program that allows it. But when I first heard this, my first reaction was confusion. I was like, there's already a Girl Scouts. And I was like, oh, I got where this is going. And I'm all about inclusivity, right? I believe in it. I'm here for it. Now, I'm not trying to get political and start talking about genders and sexual orientation, all that jazz. I would say if there was somebody that felt like there was no inclusivity, then why not they just create a Scouts of America? Why did Boy Scouts have to change their name to make others feel inclusive?
So what would
Right.
that name be?
Scouts of America. They would have just taken that name. That's an inclusive name. So, hey, guys, if you don't feel like you belong to Boy Scouts of America or Girl Scouts of America, guess what we have now? Scouts of America.
Right.
So now we got 3 Americas. I just feel like we're doing too much to please everybody. None of us are going to agree ever totally. We're individuals. We have different thought processes, different emotions, different backgrounds.
Mm-hmm.
So to sit here and as a world try and make everybody be a part of something or be in some lane, make your own lane and shut up. Like I'm over it. Stop trying to redirect the lane that's already there. Just make a different lane. Get your own little role.
So do we train them the same way as Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts? Because Boy Scouts do different than the Girl Scouts. Now the Boy Scouts selling mint cookies.
Right. We need a Boy
I
Scout
hope
and a
so.
Girl Scout to come on and tell us what the difference is. Because if there's not even a difference there, why we even got Girl Scouts? It should have just been Boys and Girl Scouts, and then we could have got the Scouts. I don't know. We playing 10 on 2 though.
Yeah.
Now, let's go to the comments. Kimberly Dow says, that's right, Helen. She also says, I think this is too much. If you want to be included, be what God created you to be. I absolutely agree with that. You know what?
I do
I
too.
think like inclusivity and equality, you got to understand the very basic definition. I saw this illustration the other day, and it had this really tall guy, this medium guy, this shorter person, and they were all trying to watch the game. They said what equality means is each one of them get the same 3 foot tall whatever to stand on so they could watch the game. Now the shorter two, they still couldn't see the game, but it was equal. Everybody had the same amount, but the tall guy, he could just see it so much better, even though he could see it from the beginning. I think once you start looking at equality and all these things, then you miss out on what's real. You know, you kind of lose you lose sight of. I don't know. I don't know exactly where I'm going with that, but I'll just let that alone. Because
So you
had a thought. Now I was going to start talking about gay people. I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Get
So you saying
gonna have to
short
comment.
people,
You're gonna have
short
to
people
comment.
don't deserve to watch the game?
Oh, so
Yeah.
we're going to go for tonight.
Period. Listen.
We're going to keep the show moving tonight.
it's interesting. And y'all know me, like I'm usually pretty open. Like there's not a lot where I stand and be like, why? This is one of those things where it really, to me, does not make sense why we're going the extra effort to rename an organization that has been named that. And there's a reason why it was Boy Scouts. It's just like I work for Boys and Girls Club. There's a reason why it was called Boys Clubs at first, and it became Boys and Girls Club later. But like it's 2024. We have enough technology, enough resources, enough platforms for you to ask for money, for you to create your own Scouts of America. Don't mess with it's already there. Like they've been Boy Scouts. They still want to be boys.
Yeah.
You can be what you want to be, whatever that is. And if it doesn't exist, create it. I think this world's too big for us. Every time there's something that is specific to a gender, now we got to make it inclusive.
And we're going to start saying that a whole lot more. Remember last night I said to y'all last night, America is so young compared to the rest of the world. We're only like 250 years old. The rest of the world is, a couple thousand years old. So we're going to see a whole lot of, we've already gone as far as we're going to go, or as fast as we're going to go in technology. Now we're looking, okay, where can I change something else? Now it seems like this sexual world, this gay world, all that world is taking all of the, it's taking all of the media, all the conversations, and they're getting all the power. And it don't even matter. Like, I don't care. Them, they, us, we, all. Nobody really even cares. We just want to go to work, make some money. And then when you do that, you say, yes, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, no, sir. And how is somebody offended from that? That I don't understand. Let's go to Stephanie Leach. She says there's a difference. Did she say it already? There's a difference. Boy Scouts are more survival skills, wilderness, and outdoor skills. Girl Scouts does some of the same, but include crafty, cooking, homemaking skills. She said, I think. And also she says, I'm a former Boy Scout leader. Okay.
Wow. Oh.
All right, look.
The source.
We're going to go to a commercial here in a little bit. Again, y'all remember, share the show. Please share. We got,
share.
We're growing tonight. Plus tonight we have a great, we got something we want to tell y'all at the end. We have some information that I think is going to be huge for us. But before we go to commercial, Anita Baker came to Atlanta. People bought their tickets. You know what's funny? Yashika
got caught up in the rapture.
Yashika was getting ready to go to a concert a few months back. And
Lauryn Hill.
Before, it was Lauryn Hill. She canceled. Anita Baker, on the other hand, minutes before, they've already seen the pre-shows and other shows.
Yeah, like 15 minutes. Like 15 minutes before.
15 minutes, but everybody's in there. People are eating, people are chanting. The DJ is playing, and 15 minutes before she was supposed to come on stage, she decided, you know what? I'm not going. What do y'all think about that?
Catch y'all on the next one. We love.
They tore up on social media. They was on her. I'm not necessarily on her side, but I'm just kind of like, what if something happened? Like, we don't know yet. What if something happened? Like 15 minutes before, what if she fainted?
They could have said that, hey, a health issue just happened. We got to cancel the show, y'all. Or it's an emergency, Anita can't make it.
Yeah.
And I know what I'm saying is BS, but I'm trying to play devil's advocate.
Well, what I would say is that, nobody ever knows people and what's going on in everybody's life. I would just say if you didn't feel well or there was something going on, you had to know 15 minutes prior, right? Yeah. Or else, like A said, maybe something came on to her. We don't know. She might have got sick and ended up in the hospital, from stress or something. You just never know. But it would have been nice for her to have the courtesy at least tell him in the morning, like Lauryn Hill did me.
Mm-hmm. Well, she could have just stumbled out drunk. Keith Sweat did. He do it. He come on and perform. Yeah. She should have just stumbled on out there.
Yeah,
she could have pulled a Milli Vanilli and just let the CD play. I think, you know what, when you decide to get into this entertainment industry, you got to understand there's a lot of things you have to do. There's a certain common courtesy. When I go out in public, people are going to call me whoever I acted as in this TV show or movie.
Right.
Or they're going to ask for my autograph. Now, I understand she's a human. She got to, she can be sick just like the next person. But you got to let me know before 15 minutes. Because what were they saying? They were upset not only because she canceled the show. They were also upset because they came, they bought food, they parked and paid $50 for parking. The inconvenience. A lot of people drove from out of town. All the traffic that you deal with going to. It's a lot of stuff going on for you to cancel when you knew you were going to be canceling well before 15 minutes.
Wow.
So
Oh yeah.
So do you think we expect too much from like celebrity and so like how you said, you know, you have to expect people are gonna call you what's on that show, you know, and
I
things
don't
like
think
that.
I think to a certain extent we don't. Because when you're spending your money, it's not like she was given a free concert, right? And so when you're spending your money, you know, you expect a service just like at a restaurant. If you spending your money and they bring you food that's trash, you're gonna send it back, right? So you expect to have good food if you're spending your money.
Right.
So
But
I
even,
think it's not an expectation. I think you signed up for that, you know, because you're an entertainer and you collected the funds.
but even the dope man got trash sometimes.
Kim
Thanks.
Dow says, grant Anita some grace. She is not known for canceling. It had to be something urgent.
Who's
Now,
dope
you know,
man that?
I mean,
Anthony.
I guess so, but that's just like Goodson, you know, like if you a TV star or something, Goodson, are you supposed to be into that character all the time?
No.
But you signed up for it too, though.
But you're supposed to be into that character every show. We're
Right.
not asking Anita to sing for us at Walmart.
Right.
We paid for her to come to this show.
Right.
On Thursday
Yeah.
nights, I expect Martin to be Martin on Thursday nights. Kim also says Anita's 66 years old and has the right to her master. She has put in her time and is human. Dietrich says, I believe they didn't give her money. I read from someone in the business arena that many promoters try to get over on artists by not having the money and letting the artists know that, not letting them know until that time. The person said sometimes artists still will sing 2 to 3 songs just for the fans. And that's true. And I think,
how interesting.
And I just was gonna say all of that, all the comments I agree with. It's there's no lie detected. My question is though, what happened to communication? Has she said anything since then? Has her media outlet said anything? At the end of the day, whether she's human, she has grace. You still took somebody's money, whether it's your fault, promoter's fault, whatever. We're due at least bare minimum. Hey, my bad, y'all. I'll get to y'all about what happened later. That was my something happened, like something bare minimum communication.
Because because we're talking about 30, 40 years of fans, right? So don't you feel like you owe your fans something?
A text. You don't get the text. Get it out.
It's like she just disappeared, like she just caught up in a rapture or something. Just
right now. See, let's hope.
And on that note, we'll be right back. Hey, everybody, y'all's hair look really, really, really good right now. We're gonna talk more about y'all's hair when we come back.
All right.
Hey Zach, fans called. They're looking for a new sponsor. Sunny Days.
Unwanted house guests can be a thing of the past. Just contact us at godboat44@yahoo.com or call 903-335-2563. Godboat Pest Services, serving Northeast Texas.
It was nice. That was a nice beard he had.
You like that?
Oh yeah.
Look at the group Journey.
They put on a great concert.
But does anybody on here know a song by Journey?
Don't Stop Believing.
Yashika, what song would that be?
Same as Zach.
So you know these too good.
I know all of them. What I don't know is Dolomite.
Who? Dolomite, mother.
The Wiz.
It's Kryptonite. It's Kryptonite.
And Giant Turkey.
Just hang loose, blood. She gonna catch up on the rebound on the med side.
What it is, Big Mama? My mama raised no dummies. I duck a rap.
Don't Stop Believing by Journey was voted the #1 song of all time.
How do we go?
Don't stop.
Come on.
Come on, 3 up here.
Yeah.
Absolutely wrong. Y'all feel about
Exactly wrong.
Billie Jean.
Dream On by Aerosmith.
Living on a Prayer.
We Are the World.
The Climb by Miley Cyrus.
Bye, Felicia.
Wow, that's a good song. Man.
My Black Car Gotta Go. It's a good song. Other songs probably know the Eagles.
The Beatles.
Absolutely, come together.
What about Eye the Tiger?
Yeah.
It's Kryptonite. It's Kryptonite.
Man, them AIs make us look good.
Yeah, do we look real good?
What?
But I'm living for the duo with Zach and Helen. We need y'all to
Listen. Can
Ebony
we,
and Ivory.
right? We need
Pronto.
a 20-minute karaoke session or 10
Yeah.
minutes. I'll take 10 minutes, but we should do a live karaoke session.
Because y'all gonna tear it up. I believe
We
it.
can write our own music, Helen. Damn
That's
it.
asking for a lot.
But who gonna sing it though? That's the real question.
Well, Helen got a better voice than I do.
Yeah.
La, 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 la.
6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. Well, anyway, before we went to break, I told you y'all's hair look good. I love it, Yashika. You got the braids.
Thank
Looks
y'all.
amazing. Hey, Helen has got the curls, the natural look. That's amazing. Me, Zach, and Ace. Unfortunately, we well, you know what they say when a man is
I got a
bald.
few follicles.
They say when a man is bald, that means he get his hair after his grandmother. Was y'all? I mean, after his mother's father. Was y'all?
Ace can grow his shit out now. He can grow his hair out. Ace, I saw it today. Ace, it's growing.
I seen it too.
Ace, your hair's growing, Ace.
It's just missing in that George Jefferson region. I can't go out like that.
We're gonna call you Sherman from here on out.
Nah, we can't do Sherman Hemsley. Nah, we can't do that.
Going back to the Anita Baker, Dietrich says, is it really on her to say something to the promoters? I mean,
Or the promoters. Her, the promoters. I really still, Dietrich, I really think that it's her. Just because these are fans, these are her fans, has been her fans for years and years and years. I think, she owes them that. At least that,
And
right?
Even we don't know the promoters. We don't know them from a can of paint. So we only know what's put in front of us, which is Anita. And I don't think we're trying to point fingers at Anita. We just saying at the end of the day, we your people, girl. And we came to your show, was all the way there and spent all our money. All we wanted was y'all, that was a bad day. Give me like two weeks to get back to you on that. All right, y'all, it was a bad day. So sorry. Love y'all. Love y'all.
Mother's Day weekend too.
We didn't come to see you. We didn't come to see the promoters. We came to see you. All right, y'all. I'm gonna play a video real quick. It's about 15 seconds long. I want y'all to tell me what y'all think. Okay.
Friday, 10 minutes before dismissal time, I decided to live stream my students helping me take my hair out. Number one, for a little context, I had a hair appointment immediately after school. I needed my hair taken out beforehand. I would have taken it out the night before, but that Friday we had a camera crew coming in to shoot a promotional video. I didn't have the time to do it all myself because it would have taken me forever. So naturally I asked about 4 or 5 of my over 100 best friends to assist me. All agreed. Since it was Friday and all of my students did an excellent job on their STEMfield projects and presentations, I told them if we get one solid presentation in this class, I'll end class a little early.
All right.
Okay.
There's a lot to uncover there. And actually, we have Safe Space coming up in about 3 minutes. We got a lot to uncover there. How do y'all feel about it? Well, let me give you a little context real quick. He got fired. He's a school teacher, middle school age, I guess about 14 to 15, 16-year-old girls. He was sitting there. They were undoing his hair. As you heard him say there, 100 of his best friends. They undid his hair, and he got fired. Not only did he get fired, he lost his license. He can never receive his pension. His career as a teacher, Helen, is over. I don't know how old he is. And his name, I got it written down here somewhere, is Jack Lee. Speaking of Jack Lee, we were talking about Keith Lee earlier. But his name is Jack Lee. And he looked about 27, 28, right around that time. His career is over as a teacher. He's got to completely change careers. How do y'all, let's start with the fellas.
Was he fired? Was he fired?
Ace, he wasn't listening?
No, I'm saying, did we know? Because I remember at first we didn't know if he was completely fired and lost everything.
Right.
So
he was fired and he lost everything. He can't teach anymore, at least in the state of whatever this happened. How do you feel, fellas? Y'all both have daughters.
Yeah, I was thinking differently until the question was brought up, like, hey, dudes with daughters, how would you feel? Yeah, coming from a dad point of view, yeah, he was in violation.
Yeah. And I agree with Ace, but I get it. He had a bunch of them around him and they were just helping. It might seem innocent. So that's where you play the line. You know what I mean? Again, if my daughter was taking his hair down, she got to the crib, it's on. Don't you ever
wrap yourself around a man like that again. I have one daughter. So if my one daughter was amongst them, first of all, I see it two or three different ways. One way I see it is I don't trust no man.
Right.
Every man is thinking sex all the time. I don't care if you're 15 or 75 or 105, right. You're thinking about it. Was he thinking about sex with these women? Maybe he wasn't. However,
Kids.
we don't know what little seeds he was sowing in that moment of intimacy with these
Kids, not women.
with these kids, these little girls. And so they're touching him. They're touching him in a really an intimate kind of way. Even though your beautician can do this, you got 3 or 4 of them around, and we don't know which one he got his eye on, if any. Of course, I'll say that. Should he have been fired? I say yes, he should have been fired. Should he have lost his ability to teach? No. His license, his pension, all that stuff? Absolutely not. But I think he was absolutely stupid for calling his friends, for posting it and doing it. So, I mean, I kind of believe he asked for it.
But this is the day where we're in, though.
Right.
Posted everything that happens.
Yeah.
We don't post murders.
Yeah.
It's been some lives. It's been some lives of some crazy motherfuckers.
Yes, it has.
Taking lives on live.
Yeah.
Before we get to the ladies, Kim Dow said the truth will come out. I think it was fair to be honest. Chad Henley says, he's Chad, I'm a substitute teacher. I think he got too comfortable with his
He did.
Deborah Collette says he know that wasn't appropriate. Absolutely not. I think he meant no harm, but it's 2024. He should have used his better judgment. Unfortunately, you can't allow your students to make that type of physical contact with you. Thank you, Janique. And Kim Dow says, I believe it was harmless, but out of line. You have to have taken consideration that those girls might be thinking, yeah, exactly. They might be having a little crush on him too. He was a good-looking fella.
Right.
Yeah.
Ladies, what do you think?
You go first.
Me? I get to go next. I've been waiting. Could you tell? You can look at my face and tell. I was waiting. I don't think he should have lost everything. Let me just say that. Because he didn't do something so egregious that I'd be like, no, he needs to go to jail. That's too much. But what I will tell you is that they were too, like you said, Anthony, they were way too close on him. If you look when she was taking down his hair, her breast was right at his face. If you could see, there was. And these are kids. And he even made a video reading because the kids were texting him and he was reading, calling them, hey, bestie, something. He was reading the text messages and crying. But what he should have been crying about was still doing what he did to get fired. Being on the phone, texting these kids, calling them his best friend and crying because he don't get to teach them anymore. You should not be having that kind of interaction with a kid. What does a 14-year-old and a 28-year-old have in common?
Nothing.
To me, Yashika, that's more of grooming to me, because y'all shouldn't be even talking. Why are you even talking to him? And why is he reading the text messages online? He's still out of line, in my opinion.
Yeah.
In my opinion, these are kids. The girls they know better, but not really. We look to adults to know better than kids.
Yeah.
My daughter just texted me and said, because my mom would beat us. Tell it. She know. I had a house that you doing what? You braiding his hair? And I ain't got no hair.
But the sad part about it is things might have went on in that school, or they talk about things you would never know.
No.
So we have to trust the adults that we send our kids to school to be taught. That's what they're there for. They're not there to take down anybody's hair. They're there to learn. And if they got done with the lessons early, then find something else to do. But doing that is not the time or the place.
But the problem is, when we grew up, we had grandma that taught school, right? We didn't have no fine teachers. Because this is for the guys.
How old are you again?
Damn.
I'm sorry.
This is for the guys. If we would have had teachers like this, what do you think would have happened to us back then, 14, 15? And these teachers are 27 and they want to mess with you. We didn't have that. It was 60, 70-year-old teachers.
Well, and I ain't got no kids. So I'm not even going to speak on that. I agree. The parents did the talking. There's nothing I need to disagree with. What I just find interesting about it in general is like whenever there's something that people of color, specifically Black people, do, it's magnified.
Of course.
The amount of white, no offense, my caucus people, white teachers that get caught having sex, that's on the news for one day. This man been circulating for how long? For getting his hair braided. Not to say, like, again, it's inappropriate. At the end of the day, though, we are focused on a Black man getting his hair braided when there's 6 or 7 white women, first of all, I don't even know how many men get away with it, but white women teachers that are on the news for just a day for sleeping with a 13-year-old, just one day. And it's on the news. It's not on social media.
Every day. Every day.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy that this man lost everything for getting his hair braided. But a white lady can go take a 15-year-old boy in the bathroom for 2 years.
Yeah.
Just go to jail. That's
Take a
it.
child. Let's go to the comments. Deborah Goodson says, where is his grown Rockwall Friendship Baptist Church? I don't know exactly what that means. Why do they have his personal cell phone, says Kim. That's good. Chad Henley also says, I have none of my students' numbers, but the parents only. There we go. I have a fine kindergarten teacher. Fine kindergarten teacher when I was a little Miss Smith. I remember Miss Smith. What about the teachers that he said allowed their students from their other classrooms to take his grades down? Were they terminated as well? That's a very good question. And we got to take a quick break, but we have run out of time. We're going to do Black Card Revoke. We'll come back for safe space in a little bit. But I'm still going to ask one Black Card Revoke question, just one.
Are we still black at this point?
And I believe
I've been not.
I believe, yeah, y'all lost y'all's card long time ago.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna ask one question and I'm gonna give you the answer after we come back from the break. But Tony, let me find it real quick.
Oh, I might know this one.
Tony says, don't worry about, and that's all I can give you. What's the rest?
Okay.
Don't
Right now?
worry about,
A damn thing.
No.
Yeah,
that's it.
Want to bring that curb
that's
appeal
not
back to your home or business? Let us help you. Call Ace Power Washing at 469-337-4080 or email us at powerwashingace3@gmail.com. Whether it's sidewalks, driveways, house or building washing, we'll take care of it. Call or email today for your free quote. We'll see you soon.
All right. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Y'all ready? Anybody know it? He named some names. Don't
worry about.
So
he was saying New Edition. He was saying the New Edition names though, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm finna say. So I technically know the answer, but I don't know the answer.
Don't worry about.
We give the audience a
That's
chance.
it. Right there, Yashika. That's it.
Did I get it?
Don't
Ricky,
worry
don't
about
worry about.
Don't worry about
Don't worry about this.
Ralph, baby.
Chad, I know you wrong with that.
This is also before my time. Can I get a pass?
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
This is a birthright. You're supposed to have been learning this in elementary school.
Tony. I know the band. I don't know that.
Teachers who get their hair braided teach about this while they
get it unbraided, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, we got to
come on.
Here we go.
Those are not the words. Okay. Let me tell you what the words are really quick. So one of my favorite groups is New Edition, right? So I just used these names. I said, just me and you, ooh, baby. I said, don't worry about Ricky, don't worry about Michael, don't worry about Bobby, baby.
I don't know if any black person knew that before we saw that video.
I knew that, but I didn't know how it went because I saw that clip before. So I knew it was a new. That's why I say I know, but I don't know.
What's the name of the song?
Just me and you.
That's a jam.
If you get rid of somebody,
we'll see you next week, Helen. We enjoyed you tonight.
You was really nice.
We had to kick it completely off to the show tonight. That's one of the greatest R&B songs of all time, in my opinion. All right,
one of the greatest singers, man.
Rocky Sadiq, I love.
It's gonna be our first karaoke song, Zach.
Huh?
This is gonna be our first karaoke song. As soon as I learn.
Hey, okay.
Say less. We own it.
Hey, you
yo. So keeping the party moving, y'all. And what we're gonna start doing is more uplifting of our community, our country. That's what Rebrand Us stands for. But we're gonna get you a little bit more of a ratchet story. So y'all don't hold that against me. Hold it against Ace and Helen. Let me go ahead and try to play this clip.
You're a girl who had to watch me and my brothers jump her daddy after school. I'm sorry. I know that was probably a traumatizing experience for you, but we kept asking you to stop bullying my daughter and you wouldn't listen. We sent letters home. We even had a meeting with you and your parents and you wouldn't listen. So now you know your actions have consequences. And since you're too young to receive those consequences, you had to watch your daddy take those consequences. It's therapy. You'll be all right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's talk
street
about it. How
justice.
y'all feel?
Street justice. Street
Man,
justice.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, street justice.
I'm here
Am I
for
first?
it.
I get to go first again.
Please do.
Yo, when this social media is out of control.
It's
Let me
wild.
just say that. But what I will say, since when are we confessing to felonies on camera?
Right.
All the time. It's the
We
norm.
we have to be more mindful. Come on, my people, rebrand us. Let's be more mindful of the things that we do. If you did it, fine. But why do you on camera? Which means that's gonna play in the courtroom, and I'll see you in about 5.
That dude
Right.
ain't got to point
So
you
by
out.
the
Like,
time
who
that
was
little
it?
girl, that the video you made for that little girl, huh? She gonna be at home with her people, and that baby you was fighting for, she gonna be kicking every day because her daddy's now in jail, prison. I'm sorry, her daddy's now in prison because he got on camera and admitted to a felony.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
And he snitched on his brothers too.
And he told on his brother too.
Everybody. Everybody.
No, I will, and I was gonna make that comment too, like with the teacher thing, the fact that teacher's probably only a few years younger than me, to feel like we had completely different experiences, like world experience, is kind of crazy to me. But this, I think we're now finally starting to see the effects of social media and having early exposure to being exposed and getting attention, whether it's good attention or bad attention, being a cool kid without really having to do much but open your mouth. And again, y'all, we know age ain't nothing but a number, baby. So maturity don't mean nothing until you actually get there. Because mature people, we're not gonna record that we just whooped somebody behind. Because guess what? Go look at his face. That's all you need to do. Or make a stop and be like, listen, my knuckles hurt. My knuckles a little tender today. You ain't gotta tell every detail. Now that that's out the way, my man deserves it more, because I'm tired of these bullies. Like bullying is too much. So at the end of the day, I condone him whooping on that man. I don't condone him recording and telling the world, but I do condone. I grew up getting told that, like, hey, if your peers got smoke and they won't stop, tell their mamas to bring their mamas and their sisters. And I grew up with that. And so I'm not condoning violence. I'm very grateful that he made it known that he did all the proper steps before it got to that point. So let's not forget that he didn't just start opening up a can of whoop ass to be funny. He tried to talk to you. He tried to have a conversation with the adult, and you decide to tell your child, be great. So guess what? I'm going to be great too. But we definitely got to stop recording crimes on the internet. That's crazy.
That's
you know, I like that explanation. I really love that explanation.
Yeah,
I'm like you. I think social media has given people too much courage juice. You know what I mean? Like now everybody wants to be a broadcaster. Everybody wants to be a celebrity. Everybody wants to be an influencer. You name it. Everybody wants. I mean, we're doing our podcast right now. It's very
everybody wants to go viral.
Everybody wants to go viral. And this went viral. But the issue that I have with that is, you know, a true gangster. Y'all remember when gangster rap started? Some of y'all are younger than others. But when gangster rap started, they said it can't be gangster rap because gangsters keep their mouths closed.
Right.
That's Scarface.
Right. So, and so what I don't like about this is the fact that he blurted. Let me tell y'all a story. I think I'm past the statute of limitation, right? So my daughter was probably
snitching online.
She was learning how to swim. And there was another boy, he was about 3 or 4 years old. He was in the swimming pool with her. And he didn't see her in the pool. She didn't know he was in the pool. They came after us. She's swimming in his line and she swims into him, not knowing he's there. He didn't know he was there either. So he looks down and then he looks around to see who's watching. There's only 4 people out there. His daddy, me, my daughter, and him. And he looks around and don't see anybody. So he really wasn't looking for nobody. He had his purpose. And he decided he was going to punch my daughter while in that water. My daughter is probably 3, so I'm about 29, 30. Helen, let me tell you something.
I jumped in the water.
Hey, game over. Game over. I made him cry. The daddy cried. It was time. But I didn't post it. I had to do what I had to do. You know why? I gotta protect my child. That's 50% of our jobs as parents. Is we have
you was
to
born by a river.
child.
Yeah, you was born by a river in a little trip. Yeah.
So what he did and his brother did, and I think the biggest issue I have is you couldn't go by yourself. You got to take all these people. And then
he wants to make sure he wins.
He wants to make sure he wins. He was trying to show bullying, like, you know, he was overkill. I think he was trying to prove a point. Go ahead.
He said that he brought his brothers because he wanted to prove that life isn't fair. I didn't have to do a one-on-one, but he was like, you get beat up every day by responsibility. So I just want to show you and your daddy life ain't fair. So I tried to go the proper way. I wasn't finna do one-on-one. He finna get these hands. Listen, y'all, I still want to know, as a father, how you feel after that. Like, are you embarrassed? Are you mad at your child? Are you like
no?
No, she talking about the dude that got beat up, Zach.
No, I'm not gonna feel messed up because I got the jump. I'm just gonna say they had to jump me to whoop me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm gonna say? 911.
I ain't calling them.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna fight you back. I know how to get you. Yeah.
He should have went and got his daughter. Apparently, she got hands.
Clearly, she got hands, right?
She got hands. She could have helped you out.
She got it from her mama, obviously. She didn't get it from him.
Yeah.
Right. Where her mama at?
But you know, but then again, when we're thinking from the other standpoint too, you have to be careful with that because you may be teaching your child wrong. You know, because the child might get the other message from that. I can do whatever I want to do. Like, I'm gonna tell you what aggravated me, and I hope we don't get backlash for this. I'm just saying, I'll never forget. The TV was on. It was like the Hip Hop People Kids, and I was sitting in the kitchen eating. I think one of my kids was watching, and Lil Wayne's daughter was talking noise to this guy, and I mean, she was talking some grown man stuff. And I'm looking at this big dude, like this dude will demolish this girl, you know. But she said, "You must don't know my daddy, and we'll roll on you." And I think, see, that message there is I can do what I want to do because I know daddy gonna come act a fool whether I'm right or wrong.
Right.
So
but daddy didn't. That wasn't his first option wasn't to act a fool. And I think that's the only reason why
but I'm saying we got to be careful with the what we teaching. Yeah. But one thing I will say, one of the best quotes I know, violence gets results. Now, no matter how you feel about that, violence gets results.
Yeah.
Hey, it'll make you sit down. You
know, right or wrong.
Hey, you remember back in the day when your grandma used to say, all he needs is a good ass whooping?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it.
Man, and my daughters are watching. They'll tell you at the end of the day, when it come down, win, lose, or draw, I'm coming.
Yeah.
You do that to my daughter, I'm coming. And I'm not worried about, you know, but that's also the difference between grown men. Mm-hmm. Grown men ain't posting that stuff like that. That was a guy who's in his 30s, 40s, you know, early 40s. But
he got a record coming out.
He got a record coming out. But we're not gonna post that. If you jump on me, I ain't recording nothing.
Right. Yeah.
He posted it. Well, all right, y'all. Look here. We're gonna do a safe space. Are y'all ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready. This is gonna be.
Come on, Sheik. Come on, Sheik.
This is not anonymous, but I'm not gonna say her name. But she's actually watching today, so she actually asked us that we give her some real advice.
Stop saying my name. It's not me.
You can say anything you want with total and complete immunity.
What do you see when you look at me?
I keep saying I'm gonna change it. I promise you I will. All right, so we got this in last week. It may have even resolved itself. I don't know what the situation looks like right now. But anyway, it says, so I have a neighbor that I really like, and he likes me too. Easy enough, right? The playful flirting goes both ways. We are both extremely cautious about moving forward on fear that it messes up the friendship we've already built. And we've expressed that concern to each other. But last night, as he was walking, I don't know why I'm laughing. But last night, as he was walking out of my place, he's also one of my maintenance guys. He gently scratches the top of my head, and then he says, "We'd make a beautiful ass couple," and then walks out of the door. It's so frustrating because I don't know if he wants to keep us in the friend zone, if he wants to move forward. It's mixed signals. I have never been so confused by a man. So yeah, I'm conflicted. What do y'all think?
Let him put the tip in.
Penetration gets results.
Wow, I don't even know how to follow up after that.
Mama, I didn't. My mama wrote that. I don't know.
Oh, that's it. Pack it up.
That's it. I've really had such a great time. It's been a great time.
The advice I would say is you better handle it with care because he got a key to your apartment. He the maintenance man. So
he a maintenance man for real?
That's what he said.
Oh,
so however you handle it, you better walk on some eggs.
Now hold on, listen. my dear friend, whoever wrote this, I done heard some things about maintenance men in neighborhoods. And I'ma just say this. It sounds like a nice story to tell a few people, right? He got access. We don't know what cause, we don't know what kind of fine women or men live in that complex that he know. He do the same thing. Oh, your leaks.
Yeah, he's patting everybody. How many other heads he done patted said we'd make a
Right. Men, what I've learned in my young men know what they want, even when they know what they don't want. They know what they don't want before they know what they want. And he don't want you exclusively for sure. Right. I would bet my next paycheck he don't want you exclusively.
Right.
Wow.
Better make sure your panties ain't coming up missing. Count them.
Knows.
He at home right now.
Yeah. As he changed the AC filter.
Right. They probably hidden under there.
Nah. Hey, we got to pay a couple bills real quick. When we come back, we got a whole lot more show. Again, we got a big announcement. Can't wait to tell that. See y'all in a few.
What's life insurance?
Well, Sydney, life insurance is a monthly investment that a person makes to ensure that dads like me take care of his family, including daughters like you, after we die.
Do you have life insurance for me?
Well, of course I do. Not only for you, but the entire family, because it's never too early and it's never too late for life insurance, Sydney.
So what's that number again?
I'll take over from here. Call Tanisha Vaughn at 903-458-7171 or Latoya Phelps at 210-264-4415, and they can help you with life insurance with no medical exam, affordable monthly payments for ages 45 through 85. Again, the number is 903-458-7171 or 210-264-4415.
Try not to laugh.
One of my favorites. Helen, can I tell you a quick story?
Okay, Ace. Tell me now. What did the triangle say to the circle?
What did he say?
You're pointless.
Okay, the story I was going to tell you. So check this out. Am I gonna win by default?
What is Forrest Gump's computer password?
What?
1, Forrest, 1.
What you call a bug that doesn't have antlers?
Antlers?
A transgender deer.
What did one toilet say to the other toilet?
What?
You look flushed.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. Those are good right there. Helen, keep it going. Hey, I can tell.
Where my eyes at?
I can tell, you know what I mean? They look like my little chihuahua's eyes all over the place.
Hey, y'all, I got a quick update from the individual who sent us that. She says, I guess we already know. She says, just FYI, he does not have a key to my place. Amen. And one must wear panties first to never.
Now.
Oh, okay.
Tell him I said thank you. I'll think a lot about it. That's good. Dietrich says,
go ahead, girl.
When a man wants something, you will know. A man that really wants a woman will climb a mountain. It won't be confusing. Real men make their intentions known. One way or another.
Or either climb a balcony.
Or shut up, Ace.
He don't have a key, so he gonna climb the balcony. Huh? Well, hey y'all, look, we have I'm gonna go ahead and talk about one piece that we have left. I don't think anybody really watched it, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it anyway. Have y'all seen the Tom Brady roast on Netflix?
Partially.
Oh my God.
I've seen it.
Tell them a little.
I watched the whole thing. I laughed from start to finish. Some of it was cringy, but I enjoyed it. But I like, I don't have my black card, so that should probably tell you.
Oh, okay. So
I don't have it. I don't own one. I don't own one. I lost mine. I don't know if I ever had one.
You haven't?
No. No.
Where? You saw have one.
She's a black woman.
Well, she had a trial membership. She had a
strong black woman.
She's a black woman. She just don't have the card. Janique says, by the way, this is starting to sound like rebrand us after. Yeah, that's not intentional, Janique. I'm for it. Listen, that Tom Brady roast has got to be one of the best roasts I've ever seen. The best roast I've ever seen is Flavor Flav. If y'all haven't seen that, go check
that
that
one's good.
Ed Williams and everybody is in that one. But this one was freaking amazing. Tom
Do
Brady,
yourself a favor.
do yourself a favor. And now on Netflix, they cut a lot of stuff out, right? I think a lot of it inappropriate. The whole thing is inappropriate. Some stuff was said about Kim Kardashian, and they cut that stuff out. They said Kim Kardashian is probably a little nervous right now because
scared
because her kids are at home with their babysitter, which is their father.
Yeah.
But that's funny.
No, Tom Brady said that. Yeah, he said Kim Kardashian's scared to death right now, not because she's going to get roasted, because her kids are at home with their father.
There we go.
No.
All genders.
All right, y'all. We got some really big news we want to tell y'all. Should we tell them now, or should we wait after Ace's place?
Tell them now.
Let's do it now.
Well, you know what better way to tell them than
Jello beat.
Sandwich, fried ribs with french fries, jerk chicken tacos with beans and rice, and 2 orders of banana pudding. It's just really good seasoned pulled pork with pickles and barbecue sauce. But as it is, I'm not mad at that. It's nothing crazy. 7.8 out of 10. These are deep fried ribs. And when they say deep fried, boy, the rib by itself is very flavorful, it's crispy, it's meaty. I'm gonna go with 7 out of 10. These are jerk tacos. It's a great chicken taco though. 8.7 out of 10.
I'm going on.
Last but not least, the banana pudding. As somebody who's not really a sweets person, I give that solid 7.3 out of 10.
I go 8.6.
Oh. So for those of you who don't know what that means, Sweetly Seasoned will be on the show next week. Now, of course, y'all know they had that whole issue with Keith Lee about 3 or 4 months ago. There was a whole issue about whether or not money was, dispersed properly and all those things. Well, we have gotten in contact with Sweetly Seasoned, and Kim Verrett is her name, Verrett. She will be on the show next week, and we're going to give her an opportunity to state her case and air out all her how she feels. Y'all be sure to tune in. Unlike Ace and Helen, next week, and y'all can ask all the questions you want. We're going to give her some grace. We're also going to give her a chance and a platform to speak on this issue. Be sure to share. It's going to be a lot of fun. In addition to that, we got some concerts coming on Friday right here on Rebrand Us. We've already booked a few people. This is going to be exciting. Every week for the next 13 weeks, actually starting in July, we have 13 different artists coming on Friday, and they're going to do like our own version of Tiny Desk concert, I guess. In addition to some big name comedians who we can't tell you who are going to be here in a few weeks. So y'all, great stuff coming, and it's all starting next week. Be sure to tune in. Yashika.
We're looking for artists though. So Dietrich is a singer. I know that. So Dietrich, if you want to come on and star on one of the Fridays, let us know. Anybody that you know that a local artist or somebody that's up and coming and trying to climb their way and they want to be a part of it, please get with us and let us know. We do have slots still open. So we're pretty excited about it. This is going to be good. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, you must have, here's the rule though. We want you to have a band. You don't have to have a full band, like a guitar, drum,
or a piano.
Yeah, just one. Just one is all you really need.
Yeah.
We don't care what music you sing. It could be original. It could be, something that we all
Cover.
know. Cover. Yeah. So, we're, do that. We're going to get the sound together. We're going to make sure this happens. And you don't have to be in Dallas, Texas. If you are in Dallas, Texas, we're going to do it in, we'll tell you more about that. We're going to do it in Forney. So it's going to be, yes, sir.
And old girl, this is her first interview since that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She ain't talked to nobody in the whole America.
No, she's known all over the country and she hasn't talked to anybody. So for us to be able to get her. Right.
Because we rebrand us. Where else would you tell your story but here? Where else?
And we will be going out trying her food. So we will be out trying her food too. I'm excited about that.
It looks like we may be going on Tuesday of next week. I spoke with her. She's not going to be available this week. So we'll talk more about that. But we want y'all to come join us if you can.
Yes.
Give us grace. You know, hey,
of course.
Have y'all ever made a mistake before? Have y'all ever made a mistake before?
Yeah.
But your mistake wasn't broadcast because of some huge influencer who has 20 million followers, right? Your mistakes are usually private. So, and I don't know. I'm not even calling it a mistake. We'll let her tell it. She might say I didn't do anything wrong. So we'll see what happens there. But hey, look, next Wednesday is going to be huge for us. Be sure to share it. And for all of y'all that are watching right now, go on over to YouTube. Hit that subscribe button.
Subscribe.
Tell your friends about it.
Subscribe.
And Juneteenth is coming up. So we got big things coming.
Got some stuff with that too.
Shut up on.
Everybody wants your Juneteenth shirt. This is not the one. We got new ones coming out. Be sure to let us know.
Hey, yo, who we got on the show next week?
We're going to have a great group on. We're actually going to be interviewing gay men who put S on the end of everything they say. And we're just going to be asking, is it just gay or are they living in abundance? Nursing mothers with nipple piercings. We just going to let them know that's not the source of iron the doctor was talking. So we got a lot of money. Auto mechanics with clean hands, and we can ask them what the hell you been doing all day. I like men's cockeyed dodgeball players. And the name of the show will be Nature's Cheat Code. Ballerinas who suffer from ingrown toenails. And the name of the show gonna be No Pain, No Gain. Midgets that are applying for the police department. And we're gonna name the show gonna be Standing Tall for Justice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do you like dudes in the hood. I'm like, we ain't scared of you. Come on, Zach, let's get it.
Just put the tip in. That's
y'all on that there. That's what they all say.
Just put the tip in. Okay. It's on you.
All right. Hey, yo, Ace. Who we got on the show next week?
I'm glad you asked me that, Yashika. Look here, y'all. We already told you how much of a great show it's gonna be, and to top that off, after that, we're actually gonna be talking to white supremacists with mixed nieces and nephews, and we'll call the show "I'll Be a Monkey's Uncle."
Boy.
Woo!
That's what they wanted to call it. Huh? I don't know what to say.
Mixed people is gonna be on us, including one who's on the show. Gay people don't like us anymore. Midgets don't like us anymore. Bullies don't like us anymore. By the way, go get your book on Amazon. It's called Bully Me with Chad Henley. He's going to be on the show in a couple weeks. We're just going to be canceled, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
We can revive ourselves next week. Right?
You can't say we haven't had a good run. You can't say that.
But wait, y'all. Y'all see our name? They can only stop us so long now.
We letting these people tell their truth. That's the life of that person. They got mixed nieces and nephews.
Yeah.
And
I really want to know what those conversations was like back in the day. Dinner tables.
Thank y'all for joining us. We'll see y'all next week.
And you're right, Helen. You're absolutely right. I love my people, but when it comes down to all eyes are always on us.
Right.
You only get one mistake. This ain't baseball.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't baseball. They don't give us 3. So look what happened to her. We probably all would have done it. We got a whole bunch of people that we know that did those scam loans. You know what I mean? They got away with it. So I get it. But at the same time, too, guess what happens? They magnetize it.
Yeah.
They take one thing and now her whole life is ruined. And we all know some people who scamming and they ain't us. But look how it takes one thing. That's the only thing I say when I say I love my people. But we will take that one thing about you and ruin